Okay.
Hi, everybody. My name is John Kane, Senator John Kane, that is, in the 9th Senatorial District, which encompasses parts of Delaware County and Chester County in the state of Pennsylvania here. We're here today to talk about the opioid epidemic in the construction industry. This is something that's near and dear to my heart. This is something that I struggled with as a young man, at the age of 22, and have been in recovery for over 37 years. Through my years working in the construction industry, we saw a lot of people, or at least I did, that had issues with drugs and alcohol. And we're talking about good, hardworking men and women in the trades. A lot of it starts off with an injury, as we see a lot, or at least I did. A lot of good athletes ended up getting hurt during their football careers. They get put on an opioid. See, in 2007, I was made business manager of the Plumbers Union, which is the largest plumbers union in the state of Pennsylvania. And when I took over as business manager of the local, I thought I was going to have to be dealing with negotiations and contractors and members, issues like that. I didn't think I was going to have to be dealing with an opioid epidemic. That being said, as business manager from 2007 to December 30th of 2020, I saw close to 24 of my members overdose and die because of the opioid epidemic. Like I said, many of them were hardworking, great union members that ended up getting into an accident of some sort, getting put on an opioid, going from the opioid to heroin, and most of them were laced with fentanyl. As the business manager of that local, I never expected in a million years that I was going to have to deal with issues like that. So when we talk about something that's near and dear to my heart, this is. The opioid epidemic in the construction industry has taken off leaps and bounds. We end up having members in the industry because they get laid off from a job. Now, all of a sudden, they got some mental illness now. They're dealing with anxiety. How do I provide for my family? And what ends up happening, they look at their life insurance policy and they start thinking, I'm better off dead. I saw too many of my members come in front of me, and I talked to each and every one of them because I am in recovery. And I wanted them to know there is a place to go. There's a place to seek some help. If you don't seek help, you're going to end up being dead. And every one of them that I had that conversation with died. So that being said, there are some great and awesome programs that are out there. In the Philadelphia area, they have ATAP, which is the Allied Trades Assistant Program. And they do an awesome job. I could reach out to them when a member calls up and has an issue. And we had many members call me up, telling me that they wanted to seek help and they wanted to know where to go. My very first phone call was to them. They also have a program that they started up a couple years ago. And it's the peer advocacy program on a construction site where you have people on the job site that may end up having a sticker up on their hard hat, letting everybody know that they're in recovery. Or they're there to help somebody that's seeking help. That program works out. And the reason why it works out is because everybody knows that you can go and you can talk to somebody and it's going to be killed. It's going to be held confidential. See, in 1983, I was on a job site. And the guy that was on that job site was in recovery. And he knew I had issues. Pulled me off to the side and he talked to me about going to AA. If it wasn't for that man, I wouldn't be where I am today. That was a peer advocacy program started back in 1983, and it never even heard about it. men and women that are working in the construction industry, I just want them to know that there are people in recovery that are living a full life. They say beyond your wildest dreams. Well, look at me. I went from an apprentice plumber to a journeyman plumber to a master plumber, got involved in my local, moved up the ladder, ended up becoming a business manager of the local. And now I'm an elected state senator here in Pennsylvania. But I just also want to talk about, as you may know, that the construction industry, and I got some bullet points here that I'd like to read out, which involves physical demanding labor and employs an older workforce, is particularly hard hit by issues related to opioid and prescription drug abuse. To combat this, many Pennsylvania construction organizations provide construction companies, labor organizations, and communities in general with educational resources to promote awareness of the problem and potential solutions to help the construction industry. The plan is to focus our efforts on the last full week in July, the height of construction season. The following organizations are dedicated to making this week positive in our opioid epidemic battle. You have the Keystone Contractors Association, the National Safety Council, the Pennsylvania Building and Construction Trades Council, Eastern Atlantic States Regional Council of Carpenters, the Laborers International Union of North America, the Pennsylvania Council, National Utility Contractors Association of Pennsylvania, the Sheet Metal and Air Conditioning Contractors Association of Pennsylvania, the Pennsylvania Chapter, the Pennsylvania Builders Exchange Architectural Glass and Metal Association, the Ironworkers Employers Association of Western Pennsylvania, the General Building Contractors Association, the Master Builders Association of Western Pennsylvania, the National Electrical Contractors Association of Western Pennsylvania chapter, and also, who's near and dear to my heart, are the Mechanical Contractors Association of America, the Pennsylvania Chapters and America Subcontractors Association of Pennsylvania, and also the Pennsylvania Pipe Trades Association. Our resolution will recognize these efforts by designating the week of July 26th to the 30th, 2021 as the Construction Opioid Awareness Week in Pennsylvania. I am extremely proud to be a part of this. And if there's anybody that ever needs any type of help when it comes to the opioid epidemic, my office will always be open for you. Thank you so much. Take care and enjoy your day.